Hello and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. We welcome those of you who are in our sanctuary this morning or joining us online. It is a joy to be in worship together. This is our first PJs and poetry service. If you have on PJs, give me a wave. Hey, excellent. I'm the Reverend Ali Casey Bell, your service leader for this service, and also your minister. My pronouns are he, him. We share visual descriptions in our services to help ensure everyone, including people with low vision or no vision, can fully participate. Visually, I'm a dark-skinned, black, transgender man with a stocky build. My hair is cut in a frohawk, and it is graying. I'm wearing brown glasses, and I have a short beard. I'm wearing dark blue long sleeve pajama shirt and a multicolored pajama bottoms with popcorn containers and Care Bears and slippers.
Welcome. I'm Katie Fitzgerald, your service associate for this service. My pronouns are she and her. Visually, I'm a white female of average height with gray hair. I'm wearing blue glasses today and hearing aids. I'm wearing sky blue pajamas with a multicolored robe with an Asian theme. A warm welcome to all of our guests, whether this is your first visit or your 100th. You are part of this beloved community. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you're from, whatever your life circumstance, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, documentation status, or spiritual path, you fit in here. Your story matters. Your presence is a gift. If you are new here, welcome. Please give a little wave so that we can welcome you. Join us after the service at coffee hour. We would love to get to know you and allow you time to get to know us. To know what is happening between worship services, please complete and turn in a visitor's card, and you'll receive invitations to participate in our programs. If you have additional questions, join us in the lobby by the metal statue right after the service. As we enter into this time of worship, lean into the joy, the music, the movement of this multi-generational space. Now, let us greet each other with warmth.
Hello.
Me?
Yep,
Okay.
and I'll light it.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you.
Well, that was good. I like that.
That was cool, right?
Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Now let's have that same energy at coffee and hospitality, okay?
Yes.
In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, we light a chalice as a symbol of our shared faith and community. As Reverend Ali lights our chalice here in the sanctuary, we invite those joining us online to share in the chat where you are lighting your chalice. We light this chalice for the ones who arrived disheveled, carrying questions, contradictions, grief half-healed, and dreams still raw. You deserve a place that welcomes your becoming, that knows your fire is not too much, your silence is not too little, a place that sees your shadows and still reaches for your light. You deserve a circle that brings you hope and coffee and poetry. A place to rest, a place to rise. Let this flame be that place, not perfect, but possible, not without cracks, but full of light. Welcome home. Please rise in body or spirit and join me in saying our church's affirmation of covenant. It will be on the screen, and then followed by singing the doxology in English and Spanish. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another.
As we enter into this space, I want to take a moment to name something that is probably on the hearts and minds of most of us. I will be reading the Unitarian Universalist Association's words about the military strike against Venezuela. The Unitarian Universalist Association condemns the Trump administration's military strikes overnight against the country of Venezuela, done with the express purpose of capturing its president, Nicolas Maduro, and seizing control of the country in violation of international laws. These actions were taken after months of U.S. military harassment, resulting in the deaths of Venezuelan civilians and undertaken without involvement of Congress, according to the published reports. As people of faith and conscience, it is essential to speak out now as the situation quickly escalates, carrying dangers across the hemisphere. UUs believe that these actions violate our shared religious values, particularly of interdependence and pluralism, and principles which UUs affirm for themselves and for society. In a statement of conscience passed in 2010, Creating Peace, UUs proclaim that all people share a moral responsibility to create peace. That statement also said that UUs repudiate aggressive and preventative wars, the disproportionate use of force, covert wars, and targeting that includes a high risk to civilians, and called for peacemaking efforts at all levels of human interaction. These actions by the Trump administration are precisely the kind of abuse of power via military aggression that UUs have condemned throughout the denomination's 200-year history. The UUA has long supported the centrality of human rights and the international law in addressing conflicts between nations. These rights are essential for safeguarding human dignity and agency arising from the innate worthiness of every soul. Unitarians were involved in the creation of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and UUs continue to affirm the values in that document. The document goes on. You can find it at the UUA's website, uua.org. The UUA's Reverend Nancy McDonald Ladd, Director of Communications and Public Ministry at the UUA, wrote this, and then is our invocation. Caracas, January 3rd. There is something simple which power forgets, and clouds of smoke and the roar of rotor blades cannot conceal. There are people there, wherever there is, on the front lines of every empire's effort to manifest domination. Just people. Running on the sidewalk, panicked at the borders, cans of food and children's toys rattling even now in the trunk of a car that, for today, Muertos still starts. People there, in doorways and on freeways, praying for a place beyond the bombs, without ever knowing the plans of men with pens that write orders and suits worth more than this month's rents, and declarations that burst forth in fire when children should be sleeping. Just people. There, on this day, we pray strength unto them all, upon us all, to meet this time with courage and grief and remembering and reminding that there is a place where they are among them. There is only all of us. So today is our PJs and poetry service. Pajamas and cozy clothes are encouraged and have been taken up. Partly is for comfort and partly for joy. Sometimes a little softness or silliness helps us stay present. This is a service shaped by many voices where meaning is offered and received together. Today we will hear well-loved poems by writers who have helped us name something true, hopeful, grounding, or just silly. Some of you will share poetry, others will listen, and both are full and generous ways of participating in this service. Between the poems, we will be held by instrumental music like we experienced this morning, and moments of quiet. This is not a service about polish or performance. It's a service about making room for words that stay with us, for one another, and for whatever we are carrying today. May this hour offer ease, connection, and the gentle reminder that wisdom lives among us.
Good morning, church.
Good morning, Kelly.
Happy New Year. I'm Kelly Ingram, and I am your Director of Religious Education. My pronouns are she and her. Today, I am not wearing black. Nobody pass out. I am wearing a paisley pajama set. Lots of bright colors. We've got pink and purple and green and gold and teal, and these were a wedding anniversary gift from my hubby. Aww. So, yes, 27 years on New Year's Eve. So, yes, thank you. This morning, we are going to make a poem together. I'll begin with one line, and if you'd like to add the next line, just raise your hand and the microphone will come to you. A sentence is fine. Listening is also a wonderful way to be part of this. I invite our children, youth, and families to offer the next line, and I will start us off. May each new year bring childlike wonder.
What did she say?
Can you say that again?
We're doing a change.
Okay, now the mic is open to everyone else. Thank you. That was really great. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World. All right, I'm coming, Greg. We're doing a change.
We're doing a change.
We're doing a change.
Well, it's letting her write it down there. And I wonder how the change will be manifest in our days.
Ooh.
Will be manifest in our days. Is that right? And I wonder how the change will be manifest in our days. It just got deep, y'all. Come on, it's fun, I promise.
Okay. May our values guide us as we negotiate the change.
Oh.
So good. May our values guide us as we negotiate the change.
Time is a construct. We have more and less.
Time is a construct. We have more and less. Some of us have less. And who's going to bring us home? We have more and less. Last one.
And may we practice kindness every day.
And may we practice kindness every day. I don't know if you can see it from you might gotta go around.
Here we go.
And now Kelly's gonna read us the poem. It's all right. We're just writing together. We'll edit another day.
All right, here we go. May each new year bring childlike wonder. We're doing a change. And I wonder how the change will be manifest in our days. May our values guide us as we negotiate the change. Time is a construct. We have more and less. And may we practice kindness every day. All right. And now we will have 2 rounds of the children's blessing. No choir today, it's up to everybody here. After the first round, any youths that would like to follow me out of these doors will head to RE. Thank you. May your mind be open to new learning. May your lips bring truth into the world. May your heart know love and your hands do the work of justice as you go your way in peace. May your mind be open to
We're going to pause together. This moment is set aside for what is present in our lives. Joys and sorrows, milestones, and moments that are still forming their names. We also hold the wider world with us, war and violence, displacement and loss, and the fragility of our democratic life. Here, among this community, we make space to speak what matters. This time is for sharing joys, sorrows, and milestones, not announcements or political messages. If you wish to share aloud, please raise your hand, and the microphone will be brought to you. You're also welcome to remain silent.
I have a dear friend who is from Venezuela, who has family there and is terrified, and I am praying, as we all are, that things will work out.
I have a milestone / joy. My eldest daughter that you just saw walk out with the bluey sweatshirt and the red hair, she just passed her driver's test, so she got her license, and I just bought her a car.
Oh!
Is she driving away from the congregation today? And at what time?
That's a good one.
Hi, I have a former coworker who just over the winter holidays was in a devastating car accident, and just, of course, that leads to physical devastation, financial, lots up in the air. So just hoping for some good thoughts, prayers, good vibes for those who are going through things like that. Thank you.
I'm Jan, and I have a joy that my daughter and son-in-law are visiting me from Illinois, and they bought a travel trailer, a vacation home, to drag along, and have invited me to go with them to the balloon festival this year. I've never been there.
Oh, great.
So that's a great joy. And a man from Cameroon that I used to visit when he was waiting to get asylum, and he did get asylum. He's now a truck driver, and he happened to be in the area and stopped in to see me, so that was special.
I have a concern to share with you all. You may recall Kevin and Lena Fitzgerald, who were part of this congregation. Lena has been hospitalized for a few days. She's been having seizures, and they were doing tests to try to determine the cause of these seizures, whether they're related to that catastrophic automobile accident she had a number of years ago. Just keep her and Kevin and Ignacio in your thoughts and prayers as they're going through this very devastating time. Thank you. We hold together what has been spoken and what remains unspoken.
None of us knows what happens next. They're going to play music now.
Our poetry sharing now. Several people signed up before the service to share a poem by a writer they love. We'll hear a few poems now, then pause, and then return to poetry later in the service. Each poem will be offered simply, one at a time. I will start, and then invite the next congregant to come up and share their poem. The poem I've chosen is Dreams by Langston Hughes. You all know that I have a long history as a public educator, and all of those districts in which I've worked, 12 of them, were in systems that had family, or that served families that came from poverty, high percentage of families from poverty. So this poem means a great deal to me because I always wanted my children to aspire to more than what their parents had, and giving them the tools to be well educated was a way for them to get traction in the world. So this poem, Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. I'd like to introduce Charlie Schultz.
My poem is entitled Foodie Duty, or Let's Be Ballpark Frank. Did you ever pair a pear or beat a beet? I've never seen a bread box, but I've seen a cinnamon roll. And once I saw an apple peel away from a stop sign. I know ground beef doesn't taste like dirt, but sometimes my coffee tastes like mud. Well, it was ground this morning. I can do the mashed potatoes, but then I'm a pretty good dancer. When a man I knew died at 92, they said he was a long liver. But maybe it was the onions? I don't know. I've eaten humble pie. It was very ordinary. But fortunately, I've never had to eat my words.
And there's so many of them, Charlie. Barb Eyre will share a poem, What Will I Do? What will I do when you are far away? Oh, I'm sure that's not what you're going to share, right?
I first wanted to say Earl and I took a vacation, and it's nice to be back. I am not a poetry lover. I never took it in college. I never understood it. My intelligence level is just not there, but I love Mary Oliver. So I want to read my favorite poem from Mary Oliver. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean. The one who has flung herself out of the grass? The one who is eating sugar out of my hand? Who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down? Who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes? Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
Thank you, Barb. That was a great choice. Next, Eric Haney is going to share Blackberries for Amelia.
Well, this was a poem that I fell in love with while I was in college, and I loved it so much, in fact, that I thought, if I had a daughter, I would name her Amelia one day. So I feel that this one, it talks about a lot of things, and it acknowledges, the grand, I guess, vastness of time and the kind of oblivion that we face, but it also, I think, tells us how to center ourselves on a more human scale, on a more human time frame, and it's not a bad way to live, I think. Anyway, this is by Richard Wilbur, Blackberries for Amelia. Fringing the woods, the stone walls and the lanes, old thickets everywhere have come alive, their new leaves reaching out in fans of 5 from tangles overarched by this year's canes. They have their flowers too, it being June, and here or there in brambled dark and light are small 5-petaled blooms of chalky white, as random clustered and as loosely strewn as the far stars, of which we now are told that ever faster do they bolt away, and a night may come in which, some say, we shall have only blackness to behold. I have no time for any change so great, but I shall see the August weather spur berries to ripen where the flowers were, dark berries, savage sweet and worth the wait. And there will come the moment to be quick and save some from the birds, and I shall need 2 pails, old clothes in which to stain and bleed, and a grandchild to talk with while we pick.
That's great imagery in that poem, Eric. Thank you. And now Reverend Jakarin is going to share New Year by Lucille Clifton.
Lucille Clifton is one of my favorite writers. This poem, New Year, is printed in Black Liturgies by Cole Arthur Riley, another one of my favorites. I am running into a new year, and the old year blows back like a wind that I catch in my hair, like strong fingers, like all my old promises. And it will be hard to let go of what I said to myself about myself when I was 16 and 26 and 36, even 36, but I am running into a new year, and I beg what I love and I leave to forgive me.
More poems later. But I think the first round was fantastic, so it's going to be hard to measure up. We should aspire to go higher. Anyway, as we gather in this sacred space, we are invited to invest in our church's mission and shared life. The offering we take today and every Sunday is more than financial support. It's a reflection of our commitment to this community and the values we strive to live out: love, justice, welcome, and care. Our church depends on each of us. Your generosity sustains our worship, our programs, our partnerships, and our ability to grow in faith and service. Whether you make a one-time gift, support today's Change for Change partner, or fulfill your annual pledge, every contribution helps strengthen our community and extend our reach. This quarter, our Change for Change partner is Cherished Canine All-Breed Rescue. Cherished Canine is an all-volunteer rescue organization founded in 2013. It relies on a network of foster home volunteers to rescue abused, neglected, and abandoned dogs throughout our county. It then works to rehome them in safe, loving homes where they will be cared for and cherished for the remainder of their lives. It has saved the lives of over 4,000 dogs. Currently, it cares for over 80 dogs. Food expenses provided to the foster families by Canine, I gotta look at the name again, I forgot already, sorry. Cherished Canine All-Breed Rescue. Their food expenses exceed $400 per month. Annual veterinary expenses exceed $20,000. So please give generously so that Cherished Canine can continue saving the lives of dogs in need of new homes, while enhancing the lives of those who open their homes to them. Through this partnership, we carry our values beyond these walls. You can give online, by mail, or by placing your gift in the plate. Every gift matters, and every gift makes a difference. The offering will now be given and gratefully received.
Laura, you're just blowing our socks off. Oh, so good. All righty, we are on to Poetry Block 2. Here we go. So now we're going to continue our sharing. I'll start, and then I will invite Lisa next. This poem is entitled Every Time I Ever Said I Want to Die by Andrea Gibson. I love this poem because it trusts grief and darkness to teach us, and it blesses the strength it takes to stay. A difficult life is not less worth living than a gentle one. Joy is simply easier to carry than sorrow, and your heart could lift a city from how long you spent holding what's been nearly impossible to hold. This world needs those who know how to do that, those who could find a tunnel that has no light at the end of it and hold it up like a telescope. To know the darkness also contains the truth that could bring the light to its knees. Grief astronomer, adjust the lens, look close, tell us what you see. And the next person to read to us, Lisa, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get it right, Elisa Sanchez. I can't read your writing, it is Sanchez, right? Good. Do you want the microphone to come to you, or do you want to come up here?
Whatever is easiest. I think it's easier for you if I come to you.
Okay, I'm reading a poem from that written was by Emma Lazarus, and I think it's really appropriate today. Just as background, she was a Jew, and she and her family fled Portugal when Europe is getting a little bad. Okay. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here, at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep ancient lands your storied pomp, cries she, with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shores. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Amen. Thank you.
If we could only. Oh, my goodness. Next, we'll have Tom Packard, Sea Fever. Tom, do you want us to come to you, or do you want to come to us? Tom is coming to us. Be careful here. To make it go down, you just go like
Good morning. I'm going to preface this by telling you a little bit about where I came from. I grew up in America's hometown. Do you all know where that is? Plymouth, Massachusetts. And guess what happened when they were celebrating their 400th anniversary of the landing at Plymouth Rock? Along came COVID, and the town lost, I would have to say, over millions of dollars in expected revenue. But that isn't the point. I grew up on the ocean. During my high school years, I had an 18-foot Duxbury duck, which is a single mast, 2 sails, and would go out in some incredible weather. Sometimes get caught in the doldrums with no wind at all. Other times on the tail of a hurricane and feel like you were just holding onto the tail of a donkey. But I'm going to read Sea Fever by John Masefield, who was one of Britain's most famous maritime poets. If you have not read any of his poems, I would recommend them to you. It starts off, I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by, and the wheels kick, and the wind's song, and the white sails shaking, and a gray mist on the sea's face, and a gray dawn breaking. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying, and the flung spray, and the blown spume, and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and a quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over. Thank you.
Next, we'll have Carol Allen, and Carol will be reading a reading that Carol wrote.
You can hold it, right? I have 2 verses that I wrote decades ago. The first one, they don't have names. And the first one was visiting a friend in the hospital who was having bone marrow transplant, and they had a poetry writing event that we went to, just the 2 of us. I know you. You were there when I looked. I see you there when I cried. I feel you here and there when I turned. I love you everywhere when I am. And the second one, I can't remember where it comes from, but I wrote it. You went one way, and I went another, but I never knew if that was right. So now I see that we really both went one way, the way we were supposed to go.
Next, we have Greg White reading Was in mein anständigen Pencil. Greg will tell you what it really is.
Poem was chosen randomly, but I thought about it, and I realized there's another poem that I really would like to share. It's an ancient poem. The author is unknown, and the title of it is You and Your Life Are the Poem. And the way that poem works is, please spend a few minutes, close your eyes, and think about the blessings in your life. Think about the strengths in your life. Think about the joys, the sorrows, and what is real in your heart. And let that be your poem for this day and carry it forward. I'll give you 2 minutes, and then I'll tap the mic gently to bring us back to this moment. Namaste, y'all.
And last, we'll have our own Charlie Schulz himself. There'll be 2 short poems, and you just never know what they'll be. I'm excited to see what's going to come.
The sun would set American Empire. There's our traditional, did you ever? Sorry. I thought it was funny. This is by E.E. Cummings. Only me is your doing, my darling. I fear not fate. And the bud of the bud and the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than the soul can hope or the mind can hide. And this is the wonder that keeps the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. Thank you.
It's music time. But my music is a poem that I brought for you, but I'd like to read it in English before I sing it in French. This is Offrand by Paul Verlaine, the English translation by Richard Stokes. Here are flowers, branches, fruit, and fronds, and here too my heart that beats just for you. Do not tear it with your 2 white hands, and may the humble gift please your lovely eyes. I come all covered still with the dew, frozen to my brow by the morning breeze. Let my fatigue, finding rest at your feet, dream those dear moments that will give it peace. On your young breast let me roll my head, still ringing from your recent kisses. After its sweet tumult, grant it peace, and let me sleep a while since you rest. Voici des fruits, des fleurs, des feuilles et des branches, et puis voici mon cœur qui ne bat que pour vous. Ne le déchirez pas avec vos dumas blanches, et qu'à vos yeux si beaux, le bleu présent soit dû. J'arrive tout couvert à corps de rosée que le vent du matin vient glacer à mon front. Souffre que ma fatigue à vos pieds reposée. Rêve de ces instants qu'il a de la sur votre jeune sein, laissez rouler ma tête, toute sonore accord de vos derniers baisers. Laissez-la s'apaiser de la bonne tempête, et que je dorme un peu, puisque vous reposez.
That was amazing. Our benediction comes from Blessing the Boats at St. Mary's by, let me see. I think I wrote who it was by, but it's Lucille Clifton. That's why I didn't write it. She's just everywhere today. May the tide that is entering even now, the lip of our understanding, carry you out beyond the face of fear. May you kiss the wind, then turn from it, certain that it will love you your back. May you open your eyes to water waving forever, and may in your innocence sail through this to that. Please join me now in the chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And now, please stay seated for the postlude. Announcements will follow for those who wish to stay.
I'm Linda Rochelle. I'm a member of your Board of Trustees. And if you wish to hear our invitations to engagement, you may stay. That's what I'm going to do. But if you already are engaged and you already know those, then you can go on to the coffee hour. It depends on you. Invitations to engagement today, I want to remind those of you who have a balance remaining on your 2025 pledge or your 2025 auction bill, please consider making the payment as soon as possible. It says here through the end of the year, but we've kind of missed that deadline. But as soon as possible, thank you from the Finance Committee. Crafters will be meeting on Saturday, January 10th at 1 o'clock in the Great Room. Come and join. Dana will be helping us find ways to use all of the wine corks that we've accumulated during the holiday season. Any additional ideas will be happily received. And questions, you can talk with Carol Cassavant, who is one of the greeters. Roundtable is going to be January 12th. The topic is New Mexico's healthcare crisis and a plan to increase access. New Mexico had lost 248 practicing physicians. That's 8% between 2019 and 2024, and they continue to leave. During this interactive roundtable, Kathy Stark of Patients Primero will present the findings of the Think New Mexico study on the healthcare shortages and recommend steps to increase access to healthcare for all New Mexicans. A roundtable is held 6:30 here in the sanctuary, and we hope it also can be held on. It's also going to be held on Zoom, and that link should be in the Week at a Glance. So please attend that very important issue for all New Mexicans. The Martin Luther King Day brunch. We once again have been asked to sponsor that brunch. It's organized by our local branch of the NAACP to be held on January 19th. We usually have been able to fill almost 3 full tables because we... One person. For a third table? Yes. Wow, amazing. Okay, well, you know who to talk with. Jan Thompson right there. So it would be great to fill that last seat. Tickets are $50. And the keynote speaker will be Leanne Howard, Executive Director, talking about the fierce urgency of now. And yes, it is a fierce urgency. Executive Director of ACLU of New Mexico. Okay, great. So please see Jan afterward. Maybe there's a chance for a 4th table. Who knows, huh? Okay, that would be really quite a coup, wouldn't it? Social Justice Committee is inviting members and friends of the UUCLC to make nominations for local organizations that will receive donations made for Change during the period April 1st, 2026 and March 31st, 2027. And 4 local charitable contributions organizations will be selected. The deadline for submission is Friday, March 1st, and the selections will be made on Sunday, March 15th, using a hybrid meeting format. So what will happen then is you can submit to your nominations to David Rice between now and Friday, March 1st, and then the selections will be made in a meeting after church on Sunday, March 15th. Change for Change right now for this quarter is the cherished Canine All-Breed Rescue, and we heard earlier that it has saved the life of over 400 dogs, so I hope you can give generously to that over the next quarter. And then final announcement for today was is that the Tombach Gallery of Las Cruces is pleased to announce a new one-person show on the art of Ordima. Part of the gallery's master of their art, and representing nearly 50 years of production and 2 distinct series. Ordima, The Joy of Liberation, opened on Friday. It had a reception at 5 p.m., and the show will run through February 22nd. That's the announcements and the invitations to engagement. Of course, there are many other ways to engage into the church. We have many openings for committees and for events, and who knows, you might be thinking of something on your own that would benefit the church. So please join us and commit fully. Thank you.